Are you sick of feeling like your feelings run your life? Imagine being able to stay cool, focused, and strong no matter what is going on around you. You can learn from Miyamoto Musashi's timeless wisdom in this video. It will teach you how to control your emotions and take charge of your life. It's not enough to just feel better, you need to become powerful. Lesson 1. Use emotion as data, not direction. It is said that to know 10,000 things, know one well. In emotional control, that one thing is being aware. Fear and anger are not your enemy. They are facts or signals that tell you something about the world around you or inside you. But here's the important thing. Your feelings should guide you, not rule you. If you're angry, it could mean that someone is crossing your limits. Fear could mean that you are about to face something new or leave your safety zone. You don't have to strike out just because you're mad, though. Also, you shouldn't run away just because you're scared. Musashi learned how to read his opponent and himself very well. Rather than acting out of feeling, he did so because he understood. He knew that a fighter who was angry or scared would do bad things. This is also true for us in current times. You give up your power when you let your feelings guide your choices. You can take back control, though, if you stop, think, and treat your feelings like facts. Ask yourself, what does this feeling want to tell me? Instead of responding, you should watch. Pay attention to your own feelings and learn more about them. When you change the way you think about emotions, they stop being threats to your security and start being opportunities to grow. See that which you can't see with the eye, Musashi wrote. To understand this, one must know what is below the surface. Anger and sadness are only a part of the story. Make good use of them. You begin to master yourself when you stop letting your feelings run your life and start letting them shape your plans. Lesson 2. Turn chaos into clarity. Musashi was always surrounded by danger and death, but he stayed very clear-headed even when things got tough. He fought not only with weapons, but also in his mind. There is the true void when your spirit is not clouded in the least, when the clouds of confusion clear away, he wrote. Emotional, social, or environmental chaos is going to happen. But mastery comes from being able to see clearly when things are going wrong. Being clear doesn't mean you know everything. It just means you're calm and focused enough to see what's important at any given time. When did you last feel like you had too much to handle? What really caused all the chaos? Most of the time, it's not the event itself that makes us feel bad. It's our confused thoughts, our fear of the unknown, or our unwillingness to be uncomfortable. Musashi learned how to keep his mind focused even when he was fighting. But because a mind that is cloudy can't see. Plus, you can't be smart if you can't see clearly. Letting yourself be still is a useful way to get clear. The void, in Musashi's lessons, meant a state of calm awareness. He thought that the truth could be seen when you were not sidetracked by outside noise or your own thoughts. In modern life, you can find the stillness by stopping to think too much, doing breath work, or writing in a notebook. These activities help you organize your jumbled thoughts and see things in a new way. Don't rush when things are crazy. Take a break. Ask, what is really going on? What I have power over right now? That time to think is when insight starts to come. It's not about stopping the storm, it's about staying strong in the middle of it. Musashi didn't just use force to beat his opponents. He beat them because he could see and feel more than they could. How you feel can be changed in the same way. When things seem to be going wrong, calm down like a rock. Keep your focus on clarity. You can act from that point on, not out of fear, but with accuracy, power, and wisdom. Lesson 3. Master the inner voice. Your inner voice tells you stories all the time. It could be your best friend or worst enemy. Self-mastery was the most important thing to Musashi. His writing said, when you hold a sword, the most important thing is that you want to cut the enemy. This goal, this deep conviction, starts with the way you talk to yourself. That voice inside your head that tells you all the time that you're not good enough, that you'll fail, or that you can't change is not a teacher. It's a saboteur. The truth is that most people live their lives listening to an inner story that was written by fear, failure, or their upbringing. But Musashi didn't depend on outside forces to drive him. He became masterful by working hard, being alone, and being brutally honest with himself. He paid close attention to and trained his own thoughts. You can do the same thing. First, Pay attention to how you talk to yourself, especially when things are hard. Do you blame yourself when you fail, or do you use the experience to improve? Say, "I can't," or "let me figure this out," when you're not sure what to do. Separate yourself from the voice in your head before you can master it. Thoughts don't have to be true just because they show up. Think about it. Change the way you look at it. Change it. Say something like, "I made a mistake and I'm learning from it," instead of, "I always mess up." This small change changes self-judgment into self-leadership. Musashi's path needed him to be alone and think about himself. He lived in the woods for years and improved his skills and mind. This wasn't being alone, it was changing. You learn to control your thoughts with purpose instead of feeling when you listen to them for a long time without anything else going on. The voice inside you is sharp like a sword. It can hurt you if you aren't trained. When you get good at it, it's your best tool. So make it sharp. Tell your life the truth, give it strength, and see the big picture. Lesson 4. Break emotional loops. The emotional loop is one of the most dangerous mental traps. It's a circle of thoughts and feelings that keep you stuck. These loops lock you up in your mind, whether it's because of worry, guilt, anger, or self-doubt. Musashi knew this very well. "You must understand that there are various ways to reach the peak of the mountain," he wrote. "We need to be able to change. You need to break out of mental loops and find a new way to get where you want to go." When the same event sets off the same response over and over, this is called an emotional loop. You're scared, so you stay away from the task. Then you feel bad about avoiding it, which makes your worry worse. The loop keeps going. Seeing patterns is the first step to breaking the loop. Find the events that make you feel the same way. Note them down. What story am I telling myself every time this happens? You can break the trend once you see it. Musashi thought that being mentally quick was powerful. In battle, doing the same move over and over again without realizing it meant you would lose. The same is true for our mental lives. You give up your power if you always deal with problems in the same way. Set off thought interruptions. Let's say you feel your anger building. Take a 60-second break. Take deep breaths. Leave it alone. Switch your attention to something else. There's a crack in the loop with that short pause. Change comes in through that crack. Also, use routines instead of loops. When you're scared, do something to make yourself brave. Whenever there is doubt, get ready to change it. Musashi trained hard all the time so that his senses were based on discipline instead of feeling. Moving around is another strong way to break out of loops. We feel things in our bodies. Take a walk, stretch, lift, or take deep breaths. The way you feel changes when you move your body. Don't forget that you're not your loops. They are being watched by you. You can change the way your mind works. Do nothing that is useless, Musashi said. You can't get anything out of emotional loops unless they teach you something. First learn, then let go. Your limits are broken when you break your loops. Freedom starts where routine stops. Lesson 5. Train calm like a skill. In the Book of 5 Rings, Musashi emphasizes the importance of holding the mind in the center, a calm state of readiness rather than passive relaxation. This piece is not a state of mind but a skill that can be trained like a fighter's sword. To achieve calmness, one must engage in purposeful activities such as breath work, mindfulness, and mushin or no mind, which involves moving with flow and awareness without letting emotions interfere. To maintain calmness under pressure, one can train their mind to stay calm through controlled worry, such as cold showers, hard workouts, or timed tasks. Being calm doesn't mean no energy, but staying grounded in it. Musashi's teachings are applicable to anyone who wants to face life with order and not chaos. To maintain calmness, it is essential to practice mindfulness every day, not just once. It is as important to know how to do it as breathing or eating, as size, speed, or skill won't save you when the storm comes. Instead, it will make you feel calm. So, Musashi's teachings on maintaining calmness are applicable to anyone who wants to live a life with order and not chaos. By practicing mindfulness, and mushin, individuals can cultivate a calmer and more balanced life. Lesson 6. Lead your mood like a leader. Musashi wasn't just good at fighting, he was also great at leading people. And real leadership starts with you. He wrote, You must know that the way of the warrior is to accept death with all your heart. To put it another way, he faced life straight on. Not an excuse. Don't hide. Do not blame. Emotional leadership is based on this amount of self-responsibility. A lot of people are controlled by their feelings. They're tired when they wake up and all day. They get criticized, which makes them feel unsafe. They get worried and give up on their goals. You're not your mood though. You are the one who can lead it. Don't wait to feel motivated, confident, or happy. Take charge of your mood like a boss. Leaders make people feel a certain way. Musashi didn't wait until he felt ready before getting ready for battle. He chose to get ready. You can do the same thing. Set the tone for the day at the start. Do not first check your phone or the news. Check in with yourself instead. Ask yourself, how do I want to show up today? Set your mood the same way you set your clothes. You can also change your body to change your mood. Be strong. Move with power. Be strong when you speak. Moods follow actions. You have a body that you can use to change how you feel. One more way to control your mood is to control what you let in. Your mood is affected by the things you read, listen to, and be near. Pick uplifting and empowering material. Get rid of mental waste. You shouldn't let outside events control your mind, just like Musashi didn't let his enemies. The way you feel is not a response, because it's your duty. Ultimately, make emotional habits. Plan ahead for when you're feeling down. Go for a walk, meditate, write in a book, or talk to someone. Do not let your mood guide you. Take the lead. You run your life when you run your mood. You become strong, not because things are easy, but because you are ready. Know 10,000 things from one thing, Musashi said. When you master your inner world, you will also master the outside world.